Round 5 in the Ninja A-League saw a split round, kicking off with Melbourne City looking to steal top spot from Brisbane Roar. Wanderers, on the other hand, were still looking for their first win of the season.
Stott now, and gaps have opened up everywhere for Rebecca Stott to exploit. Never afraid to range forward. Speckmeyer loads up the shot and hits the woodwork. And that perhaps should have been the net rippling for 1-0.
Just nudged off the crossbar.
Karmas has rolled the ball straight into Speckmeyer, who can turn and shoot onside. Karmas is backtracking. It hits the crossbar. And now the follow-up from Policina goes wide. Well, Sham Karmas would have had visions of Loris Karius and Gareth Bale in that Champions League final running through her head there, giving the ball away, and then Speckmeyer nearly made her pay. Ball speed is picked up from City. McKenna, Harvey from the right side. Speckmeyer went for the little drag step after stepping over the ball. That would have been a brilliant goal. And now around the corner, McKenna fires over the bar. Well, Mariana Speckmeyer hasn't been able to score with traditional shooting, so decided to improvise here. Just lost her balance and lost the ball. McKenna, in the blink of an eye, Harvey, Speckmeyer between the lines, a great run and a great finish. Mariana Speckmeyer, a goal that has been coming, and she says at last it's a goal for me. Denied by the woodwork twice, by the keeper twice, but not to be denied here. It's Melbourne City 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 0. Right now, the game is afoot for Melbourne City. Letitia McKenna sends it out to the right. Briley Henry advancing, and it sits up for Speckmeyer, who then boots it 10 rows back in the stands. Hughes bowled over, free kick and shooting range.
That one pretty casual, pretty clumsy.
And they're not going to take a shot direct, they're going to take it quickly. Stott. And it deflects off the woodwork. Nearly a goal by accident. Policina, who is down and the physio is being called, nearly scored off a deflection from a ball booted into her own face. Apostolakis. It catches the wall and finds the back of the net. And the long-range threat of Alexia Apostolakis strikes again and makes the point safe for Melbourne City. And now Sophie Harding, well, gets a chance here. Harding, can she break the Wanderers' scoring drought? And the full-time whistle goes. The frustration of Wanderers embodied by the final phase of the game. Their soul-searching will continue for another couple of weekends. Melbourne City, 3 points in the bank. It's all smiles for now, but another one just a flag out of what was a punishing afternoon at Amy Park. All over though, Melbourne City 2, Western Sydney Wanderers 0.
Unbeaten so far this season, the Central Coast Mariners hosted Canberra United without injured star Isabel Gomez. Canberra would also be missing some firepower, with the Ninja A-League's greatest ever goal scorer, Michelle Heyman, away on Matilda's duty.
It's a lovely ball from Brooke Nunn in behind to Jade Pennick. Pennick is there and is brought to ground. And the referee eventually points to the spot. Pennick. Here's Pennick to open the scoring. Great save, Sally James. Well, she's had a wonderful start to the season and continues with a penalty stop. Stanish Flatty, she thought about shooting from that distance. Why not with the season she's having? Markovski takes on the strike. What a hit! Maya Markovski. A premeditated celebration with her good mate 18 Keane. Oh, that's great work, Maya Markovski. A stunner from range. She was given the space to do so by the Mariners players who had backed off, and not a bad way to celebrate. Maya Markovski in behind for Keane. 18 Keane beats the player. 18 Keane will cut it back for Rovers, who somehow missed an open goal. Emma Rovers will be so disappointed with that. And you can see that there, and the possession has dropped a little bit from the first half. Canberra able to control that part of the pitch. That's a lovely ball through all the way to Maya Markovski, who hits it straight at Langman, but Ruby Nathan with an opportunity, another save, and Nathan on the follow-up didn't hit the target. That's wonderful goalkeeping from Sarah Langman. Somehow the Mariners keep the deficit to 1. Evans cutting inside, acres of space in the middle. She goes for the long diagonal. Peter Trimmis is the player running that one down. Trimmis. Peter Trimmis, one way then the other. Taylor Young stands tall. Still Trimmis. Ball delivered in. Pennick is there, as is Evans. Fuller! The 16-year-old in her Ninja A-League debut equalises for the Mariners. What a way to introduce yourself to this competition. The Mariners in front of their home fans are level. And another youngster looking to make an impact. Evans, wonderful ball through to Pennick. Pennick, she's got Fuller in the middle again. Jade Pennick will pick it up back to Evans! Shay Evans scores her first goal since her debut season in this competition. Look at what it means. From 1 goal down to taking the lead, the Mariners have turned this game around. Full time in Gosford, the Central Coast Mariners have created a masterful comeback. 16-year-old Tiana Fuller on her Ninja A-League debut, and Shadeen Evans scoring her first goal in 5 years. Created a 5 minutes of madness that got the team in yellow back into the game. Canberra, well, they'll be feeling very hard done by. They were the dominant side for much of the game. They were rewarded with that first half goal to Maya Markovski, a goal of the week contender. But it was the Mariners substitutes that found a way through. Full time, it's the Central Coast Mariners 2, Canberra United 1.
Coming off their first win of the season at Unite Round over Adelaide United, Wellington Phoenix returned home to face Brisbane Roar. The Roar have been red hot to start the season, but faced a tough task across the ditch.
Popadinova, flag stays down, the Bulgarian into the area, and a good save by Villau. No flag, no whistle. And Popadinova can't quite believe it. I wondered if she was waiting for the flag to go up.
When Brisbane get all of those players behind the ball, it goes straight into the Phoenix fullback and the press is on.
Pringle getting around the back. Pringle, Villau was very slow off her line, but her timing was good. Makes the save. Well, especially for the Roar, because they are into this breeze. So... oh, now it's stolen away. Surely a chance. There's Longo onside. It's in the back of the net. The flag stays down. And Annalie Longo flees, says, come on, get on my back, I'll carry you. What a return for the skipper. Missed a week with the facial injury.
It's a great finish from Annalie there. A hint of offside, but she'll be taking that one.
Got a Raw player down in back play. Meanwhile, the Raw continue. So Pringle into the area. Pringle with a superb goal. Oh, out of nothing. How is Pringle allowed to run for so long unattended? She scored a stunner, her first against the Wanderers, and very quickly has scored her second today against the Phoenix. What a goal. But how is she allowed to run so far? Wall needs to be careful here. Clever little ball to Ferguson. Tanaka, nice from the Phoenix. Wynnum, can she bring out a trick or two in the area here? She wriggles past a couple and just goes beyond the far post. Trying, I'm sure, Wynnum to curl that into the far top corner. Somehow she created space out of nothing. McCutcheon, lovely cushion pass for Longo. No width now for Longo. Everything is to her left. Checks back onto the left foot, beats another one. Longo with the shots! Oh my goodness me! Annalie Longo at the double. It might well be a goalkeeping disaster, but Annalie Longo will accept the gift a little early, a couple of weeks out from Christmas. And the Phoenix, need I remind you, are the team in 11th. Are they going to go back-to-back? Wynnum advancing. Wynnum has Main. It's not going to get there. She just waited. Longo on a hat-trick. And it has to be tipped over the bar. Oh, Annalie Longo. I don't know how many senior hat-tricks that Flea's got in her career. Stop the cross. There is the final whistle. And look at Annalie Longo. Her double secures all 3 points for the Knicks. And they do go back-to-back in the Ninja A-League. And they're well and truly picking up momentum after 3 losses to start their campaign. Meanwhile, the Brisbane Roar, any momentum that they had well and truly has gone. The Wellington Phoenix 2, Brisbane Roar 1.
Western United welcomed Sydney FC to Ironbarks Field. The two teams met in the 2023 Ninja A-League Grand Final and were both in need of a victory to start their push-up in the competition table.
Taranto. Now Medwin breaking out into space on the right. Amy Medwin turning on the afterburners here. Whips in across, it sits up, and a great save from Franco. Kiwahiata can't believe she hasn't scored, and Talia Franco showing her qualities. Amy Medwin with a great run to open up the game, and Hiata, well, would have been forgiven for thinking that was 1-0 Western United. Contentious decision only moments away to take everyone's focus. Might be right here. Caspers wins the ball. Connors. Shay Connors! Just wide. Oh, it looked promising off the boot, but it just kept sliding wide of the right-hand post. Caspers did well to win the ball, and Connors took aim at the top right corner. Chimeth. Sydney FC are preparing a double substitution here. Western United would love to welcome them to the game with a goal. Carly Johnson, it's shooting range for Johnson! She's done it! Carly Johnson comes back to haunt her former club. And a long-range left-footed shot has found the bottom corner. Western United, with the wind at their backs, take the lead. And you wouldn't suspect that Western United's mindset will change too much. There's really not much point going defensive. They're going to have to be careful here, though, because Luchtmeyer has one possession away. It's Amber Luchtmeyer! Scoring for the first time in the Ninja A-League! What a great moment for the 17-year-old. And after winning the Golden Boot over winter in the New South Wales NPL, she has brought her goal-scoring talents to the national stage. Booted it straight into Luchtmeyer, who then gets wiped out for her trouble. And Western United are away. Here goes Carly Johnson. Has she got anyone in support? Cordolino making ground. Johnson bides her time, shoots from distance, Carly Johnson, and it was over the crossbar. Well, the confidence is up here from the 20-year-old winger. In comes the corner. And it's into the near post! What a sub! Chiara Di Demizio with her very first touch of the ball! It's a dream moment for the striker. First time we've seen her this season, and it's finding the back of the net. And will that be the winner for Western United? Great corner from Taranto, and Chiara Di Demizio says, good afternoon, here I am. Talon Henniker, held up by Sato. Kaylee Talon Henniker loads up and goes again. Luchtmeyer, legged, free kick. And so one last set piece. Yellow card as well. Costa doing business at this late stage of the game. Stoppage time is up. Last hurrah for Sydney FC. An equaliser here could be so important down the road. High from Hawkesby. Falls at the edge of the box. The clearance away. All on the generosity of the referee from here. They're out of time, Sydney. Western United make Ironbark Field a winner. And it's their super sub, Chiara Di Demizio. Her day, her goal. and a late winner off the bench. The sort of thing that Ninja A-League dreams are made of. She can scarcely believe it. And Western United, who took the lead, coughed it up in short order to a first goal from Amber Luchtmeyer in this competition. Dug deep to find a winner, and that's what it means to Julia Sato and Mel Taranto there at full time. 3 precious points in the bank. Western United 2, Sydney FC 1.
A horror 8-0 loss was the result for the Reds when they last welcomed the Newcastle Jets to Adelaide. They would look to put that loss behind them and continue their impressive start to the new season, while a win for the Jets would entrench them inside the top 6.
Good ball from Copus Brown, got the first knock and then saved off the line. I believe it was Emily Hodgson who stuck a boot out to deny Newcastle opening goal of the game, but it was a good ball from Copus Brown. Gallagher probably could go for it. And there it goes, over the bar. Just always sailing over the crossbar. Wirtz, nicely done into the path of Healy. Healy with the strike! But it was a chance, their first shot on goal. Just maybe a workaround to try and... Krajnak looked like she was out of the box, and she certainly was. Will there be a card shown? She has to get a card, surely, and it is going to be a yellow card for Danielle Krajnak. Can they punish Newcastle? Condon sets it up, and Krajnak fumbles the ball. Wirtz still bubbling around. Can they push it over the line? They finally do. It wasn't dealt with by Krajnak the first time. Took a couple of touches. Not quite sure which Adelaide player got the final touch to push it through. Wobbling around. I think Fiona Wirtz is right to claim it. It doesn't really matter if you're Adelaide and you're Adrian Stenter, because it is a 1-goal lead for Adelaide United. Leon, quick to react. Beat out Jackson. Sorry, Sophie Hoban that time. Sends it across, and there's the contact you need. And there's the second for Adelaide United. And this time, I do believe Fiona Wirtz gets her goal. Just play a little bit more free. Vakari. Inviting ball. Gallagher still bubbling around. Jenkins with a great recovery to deny Sheridan Gallagher. She hasn't been tested much, hasn't been asked to do a whole lot. I'm sure they still have a chance in this game, and that's a good ball. Krajnak forced to make a big save. Danielle Krajnak right underneath Bauman. High ball, sitting up. Falls for Copus Brown, who gets a touch. Headed up, off the crossbar. And finally cleared away the danger. There's some charm working with Claudia Jenkins. Really good to get a touch on the first shot to push it onto the bar. So this ball might fall. And it falls nicely for Krajnak to clear. The two sides will be searching for all 3 points, and it's Adelaide United. Maybe with a little bit of luck from Santa, an early Christmas present for Adrian Stenter and his side. Adelaide United 2, Newcastle Jets 0.
To close out round 5, Perth Glory returned to the West to take on Melbourne Victory. Glory were comfortable winners in their one home game this season, while the Victory were pushing to close the gap at the top of the table.
Nikki Flannery driving it towards that bottom corner. Well, that's as good a chance as she's had to open her Victory account and win. This is good build-up from Perth Glory down the right. Win with the cross. Lovely delivery. It deserved better. And what a chance that was for Dalton to make it 2 goals in as many matches for the Perth Glory captain. We'd love some goals. Janchevsky has stolen a march here. It was blocked by Zog and cleared away.
Perth Glory coming out of the drinks break after creating that chance. Look at this. Zog beaten, and it was Chinema. And those are the kind of deliveries that Victory need more of when you're trying to exploit Casey Dumont. At the other end, though, Johnston and O'Donoghue. Well, Perth Glory aren't without their own chances. And that's the trend of this game. And Beatty Goad around the outside. McKenna kept pace with her. And Tian McKenna searching for Brown. Victory now through Yanchevsky. Scooped over the top. Dumont, awkward one there because it was spinning into the sunlight. And Nikki Flannery was making a beeline for it. Stephen Peters just looking for an injection of energy, no doubt, at the start of this second half. In the final third, that's given away to Flannery, who strikes it into the side netting. Well, what an opportunity there for Melbourne Victory. So you can see with this breeze, this is going to help the shape of Yanchevsky's left-footed delivery. Good curl towards Morrison, appeal for handball. It was spotted by Beck Mackey. Perth Glory cannot believe it. And Zog is having words with the referee. And straight to Dumont. So justice may well have been done if you're a Perth Glory fan. Stephen Peters and the Perth Glory bench were absolutely filthy with that decision. And Beatty Goad working away towards the edge of the box. Murphy's driving. Murphy, what a strike! That is incredible from Alana Murphy from way downtown, and she's beaten Dumont. That is quite unbelievable. But Victory retained possession. Well, no Gilnick, no Chidiac, but no worries for Melbourne Victory. Thanks to Alana Murphy's 93rd minute strike. Full time here in the first match at Sam Kerr Football Centre. It's disappointment for Perth Glory. The Glory 0, Melbourne Victory 1.
So after round 5 of the Ninja A-League, Melbourne City sit atop the table. Catch us next week for all the round 6 action.